So I'm here at the Bustamante show and I'm speaking to you. What is your name?
Tim.
Tim what?
Little.
Tim Little. Do you know anyone in the business? Are you associated with anyone in the business?
I'm affiliated with Little Treasures, who the president of the company is Jeannie Little.
Okay. And did you come up with an example of something that we deal with that has social implications?
I did think about there was a certain type of walking stick that was produced during the 1800s that was made of stacked leather, and it was produced by prisoners, and that's how they supplemented their income inside prison, and their relatives would bring them the leather to make the walking sticks with.
Now this was, what was the approximate date that this was taking place?
It was the latter part of the 19th century, I'd say probably between 1860 and 1880.
Okay, so roughly post-Civil War, and so the friends and the family of the prisoners, they gave them this leather, and the prisoners turned this leather into canes.
Right, they would go ahead and they would make them where they were graduated, and they would go right up on steel circles, and they would stack them on a steel rod, and they would make walking sticks from them.
And so was this it continued to have the steel rod inside, or that was just a form that they removed once they made the cane?
They left the steel rod.
Okay, so basically it was a steel rod with leather and stacked pieces of leather.
Right, and they were graduated so that it gave it the contour of a walking stick.
I see. And do you have any idea what that might be called, or a specific name where?
I just refer to it as prison wear, I guess.
As prison what?
Prison wear. I don't know.
But that's those canes, or those walking canes made by the prisoner. Was there any name that comes to mind?
No. Prison, country, or anything?
No, not. I have a couple of examples.
An example, would you know any of the prisons that actually made these, or was it a regional thing where they made more in the east or in the west, or?
I only was told that it was just the way that the prisoners, because they lived pretty sparsely, if they wanted to have any extra items that families would help supplement their money inside the prison by giving them.
Have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen one of these?
I own one.
Oh, you own one. How did you acquire it?
I purchased it at an antique show.
And would you remember the name of the antique show?
Well, it may have been a Bustamante show.
As far as we know, it was a Bustamante show.
Absolutely.